This is Karen Stewart from Chocolate Dog Studio, and today we're going to learn how to do a half double crochet, and I'm going to write it here in case. It's also known as an HDC in the abbreviations when you're learning how to read patterns. An HDC means a half double crochet. Now these are American crochet terms, and the UK or the English European crochet terms will be different. Well, here, this is video 2 in this series. This is our row of single crochet that we did, and so we're going to go ahead and do a half double crochet. And so you wrap the yarn, you put it through the loop, and then you see you have 3. You're going to pull your yarn through all 3, just like that. See? I have 3 loops, and then I'm going to go down to 1. 3 loops down to 1. The half double crochet is one of my most favorite stitches. It's taller than the single crochet, so the crocheting works up faster, and there's not as much room for an error. Okay, all the way across. There's our last stitch. We're going to chain 1 and go across. Now it's going to look bumpy on one edge, but it shouldn't come in real far. Here we go. We've chained 1, we're going to turn. We're going to go into the same hole that we've worked before, wrap, push it through the hole, and pull through the 3 loops. So we wrap the yarn, we go through and we pull up a loop, so there we have 3, and we're going to pull our yarn through. We're going to do the same thing all the way across. Okay, now here we're working in the top of the loop, if you can see. We're not coming down into the stitch itself. And so here we're going to come in right here and do this. Now it will look different. See, we're working in this top loop right there. Right there. I'm going to work all the way across, and then I'll show you how it looks if you don't crochet in the top loop. And I may do that with this purple yarn just to show you how it looks a little different. Okay, and then there's our end piece. There we go. I'm going to cut the yarn. Okay, so here we have the single crochet, and then here we have the half double. You can see it's getting bigger. The stitches are getting bigger. Now I'm going to use the purple, and I will show you what happens if you crochet under the top loop. I'm going to join my yarn with the chain, and I'm going to hold this to the back. There we go. Okay, this is a half double worked into the below the loop, right beside each stitch instead of the top of each stitch. Do you see? Okay, we're going to wrap it the same, and we're going to put it between the stitches instead of in the top. Okay, do you see? how different it looks. These, they're worked into the top, and there's not as much space between each stitch. It's more matted, it's more together. And here you can see through, you can see my whiteboard in the back. May need a little bit more light. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to go and do the next row, and you can see the problem with, or it's a challenge more than a problem, using the half double crochet or any crochet stitch really and going down beside instead of in the top loop, is that you can drop stitches and your crocheting will get smaller, and then you're left counting and wondering, you know, what is going on here. See how it's starting to draw in? That's because you dropped a stitch. So what do we do if we're dropping stitches? It may take a little while for it to show up. See, the tendency is to think this is the last stitch, when really there's one right here at the end that you have to be sure to get, but it kind of hides. And so that's the half double crochet. This is stitched in the top loop, and this is stitched beside it. And it gives a little bit different look. I'm going to cut this and go back to the green and show you a double crochet. In my next video, I'll show you the double crochet. This is the half double crochet, and I thank you for watching this, and I appreciate all my viewers. You realize I do have the affiliate links. You can find them on my blog. You can also find them on my YouTube video page. And always remember to shop your stash first